This is the final hour of the Monday edition of Today here on eNCA, DSTV Channel 43 with me, Dan Moyane. Good afternoon. We begin with this story. The CPF in the community of Lodiam in Tshwane says it will push for the harshest sentence for the two women who left their children unattended in the Itireleng informal settlement. The three boys, aged between 2 and 6, and two girls, aged 1 year, 5 months, and 7, were left on their own at night and then died in a fire. It's alleged that their mothers left them unattended and went to a nearby tavern. Gauteng MEC for Human Settlements and Infrastructure, Lebogang Maile, visited the Itireleng informal settlement today. Both mothers have now been taken in for questioning. Investigations into the cause of the blaze are continuing. Senior reporter Silindelo Masikane has been following that story and joins us now for more this hour. Good afternoon, Silindelo. Welcome to Today. Thanks for your time. What a sad story. What a tragedy. Now, I understand you've managed to speak to the chairperson of the Community Policing Forum there and about this matter today. And he said very much that they're very angry as a community after the death of these 5 children. What else did he tell you?
Absolutely. The community has been quite enraged at what has transpired over the weekend at the Itireleng informal settlement, because not only did we, of course, see the unfortunate and tragic deaths of these 5 children, but there are several other shacks which were also engulfed by the flames from that fire. We do know now that police investigations are still underway. The mothers of these children, we understand, haven't been arrested as yet, but are in police custody and are being questioned with regards to what could have happened. And from what we also understand is that they've also been quite traumatized. We understand that they've been crying uncontrollably. Hence, the questioning of these women is taking quite some time. But during that visit or oversight visit by the MEC for Human Settlements, Lebogang Maile, we did hear from community members who are looking for some urgent action from government, some government intervention with regards to the structures inside Itireleng informal settlements, saying that, if the government could perhaps provide better housing, then perhaps these incidents could be isolated and not have as many people affected when a fire takes place. Because in essence, these shacks are so close together that ultimately you have more than one family that's going to be affected when a fire breaks out. So we spoke to the chairperson of the policing forum, who believes this could have been avoided and believes that the mothers of these children must be held accountable. Let's take a listen.
People are angry, people are frustrated. This incident should not have happened. It could have been avoided if people obviously did not care about their own needs rather than kids, leaving the kids unattended. I've spoken to several people in the community today and yesterday morning, and the community is outraged. They want answers, they want to know what's happening. And in terms of my CPF, it is my responsibility as the chairperson of the CPF. CPF constitutes CPFC's community peace policing. Hence, my interest is both sides. And on our side, we will do everything in our capacity and capabilities to push the law enforcement to give the harshest in terms of sentences for these guys and charges. And I am proposing, in terms of our meeting of the station commander, the CPF have said yesterday in a meeting, and we don't want this negligence. We're going to push for culpable homicide.
Silindelo, that's the CPF chairperson, the Shaheen Wahab, speaking to you earlier. But the MEC was also on the ground. Lebogang Maile, he's of course in charge of human settlements and infrastructure here in Gauteng. What did he say?
Well, he echoed the sentiments of the CPF, saying that if police investigations do find that there was negligence involved, then there should be accountability and that the women should be charged. But he also expanded a bit more about the issue of these informal settlements in Gauteng. the Gauteng government had made a commitment to eradicate informal settlements, but it's taking them some time, and more of these types of informal settlements are, increasing in the province. But he also picked up that there is an issue with the fact that the area or where that informal settlement is based is on dolomatic land, meaning that there actually should not be any human occupation on that land, but also that where these children were living, that shack was being rented out. So there's illegal activity as well that's taking place in that informal settlements that government believes needs to be addressed. Let's take a listen.
The problem is issues of illegal invasions. Some of the municipalities don't have the capacity and the resources to prevent the mushrooming of more informal settlements. So for as long as informal settlements continues to mushroom, we will not reach that target. So the first thing is to prevent the mushrooming of these informal settlements, and then the second thing is that we have resources. For instance, here in the city of Tshwane, as government we have allocated them at least more than R1 billion, which the city is responsible for, to firstly provide temporary services, because once people are here, you can't say you are not going to service them because they're here informally. There are issues of human rights that we must attend to. But secondly, there are informal settlements like this one, which must be relocated because this place is not habitable, as I've said. But it's a big challenge for government, and we want to urge our communities to cooperate and work with us to prevent the mushrooming of more informal settlements, and those that are in the informal settlements would have to be registered so that we know who's there. But we'll also ask the municipality to come and verify to make sure that no one pays rent because these informal settlements are illegal.
Okay, that's Lebogang Maile. Silindelo, I understand you also had a chance to speak to the grandmother of the children. I'm sure she was terribly devastated.
Absolutely. She was so devastated, brother, and you can imagine just how shocking this has been for the family. She also says that, she spent a lot of time with the children and she just doesn't understand how this could happen. And she herself believes that the mothers should also be held accountable. Let's take a listen.
makhelwane ba lla le nna ba ntshwara ka nna fase ba ntlhalosetsa gore go diregile bjang ba re ba ba kheletse ka montlung ba ba shia ba ya bjaleng maponisa ba ba latile ko dithaveneng ke yona e ke tsebang bo makote a kzanka ba kry-a ba ba latile ka masa a sontaka bo ma-2-4 go thaveneng a seng ka no ba bona, and then so ka ha ke fita mo ba re ba tsere ba ko diseleng a seng ka no bolela le bona. Modimo o ka reng ka phatlo o ka reng ka shwa ka lata bana ba le ka re be ke dula le bona ko lodimo ke ba tlhokomela.